Oh.
Oh,
What kind? What?
baroque
Oh, Baroque.
music.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Baroque.
baroque
Yes.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally, I could
Oh,
explain
yes.
myself.
Yes. Yeah.
Really nice. Yeah, I remember I used to practice solfeggio with baroque music when I was a kid, so it reminds me that
Ah, okay.
it's so cool. Yeah, that like that kind of like yeah, like these tales, like
Mm.
historic tales,
Mm. Yeah.
classic
Yeah.
music. Yeah, I love
Mm. Mm.
it.
Yeah. Baroque. I think
Baroque.
I
Yeah.
think the root of that originally was one of the roots was grotesque.
Hmm.
Mm.
I have to look that up. I remember somebody talking about that one. Luckily, I've got the etymological dictionary at my fingertips because the internet has everything. And I'm
Mhm.
going to look up what they have to say about Baroque.
Baroque.
Baroque. That's,
Baroque music. Yeah, but it's kind of
ah, the Spanish word is perhaps from the Latin thing Baruch.
I think it might be Davey that had the same reaction to Bob Dub's message.
So it says here that Baroque means irregular from
Okay.
barocca, barocco imperfect pearl, related to baruca, a wart, or an excrescence on a precious stone, or veruca.
Huh.
Mm.
So interesting. It refers to not only um, pearls and teeth of unequal size. And it says how to tell Baroque from Rococo. The characteristics of Baroque are grandeur, pomposity, and weight. Those of Rococo are inconsequence, grace, and lightness. I don't know about that, but there we go. Veruca, which is interesting. If I ever had a daughter, I'd name her
Yeah.
Veruca.
Nice. Mm. Yeah, I enjoyed that video so much, and I share it with everyone.
Excellent.
The
What video
Well,
was it?
people are sharing. How does that work?
one about the alchemist. It's a old
Oh
multimedia.
yeah. Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about. That.
Yeah.
Cool.
The 1600s book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Ooh.
glorious.
Um.
Nice.
One time I was at the Getty and they had this section with like stained glass windows like throughout like different centuries and stuff like that. But I swear there was like this one like section, like they were doing like holograms. I was just looking at them like, oh my god, it's like a 3D image in there. How did they do it? I was like, these guys are tripping me out. How did they do it? It was like they did Tupac, like hologram Tupac.
Good.
But in like 17th century or whatever.
Yes, yes. So yeah, we talk about all kinds of crazy things today in that chat. We talk about
Yeah, yeah,
the Church of Satan.
yeah.
The Church of
Satan, hell
So
yeah.
how long were you into Satanism within the vacuum?
Oh my god. That's the whole thing, though. The Church of Satan is actually pretty funny and cool. Like, they have a lot of
Yeah,
funny things. Like, it's
yeah,
great.
and they have memberships, and they send you
Oh, yeah. It's
Were you on
funny,
the mailing
though.
list? Like, were you
it's
getting like?
No, the original of eight.
are you? I was.
Okay, that's cool.
I was for a while.
I was on a
Yeah, and
cyberpunk mailing list, and that was a weird one too. Like them all talking about like encryptions and stuff. It was just like, oh, this is weird.
yeah,
I used to
for
be
a
on
while I
two
was.
Genius mailing lists. Those were insane. It's some wacky stuff. I still have some of these weird Mediograph things. The
Oh, yeah.
really, really weird old Demonolatria 696, and just these weird Neo-Crowleyan, Wilsonian Satanists, lesbian techno pagans. Very, very interesting stuff.
Okay, Techo pagans, yeah. I think that's what the cult of Lumina is going to be. Well, you know those first images that I got, they were kind of like techno pagans.
Oh, cool.
Opening up these portals to Lumina. It was kind of funny.
Oh yeah. What'd you think of that? What I wrote as an intro to like introduce Luna.
Which one?
Like,
what are you talking about?
The like for Jude Where's My Wallet.
The one where we're dead and we're in a room that Bukowski made.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about that? Because like adding on to that, because that's like a mic drop one. Like where you're like, what the fuck? Because like I want it to be like there's alternative versions of like the episode. Like it's like the same thing but it's a little different. And then like somewhere in between there we're like, dude, I have a deja vu. And the minute we have the deja vu is like the minute we go into that dark room. And it's like, oh, sorry, but you gotta keep your consciousness in dreaming mode because the luminous cult has like scanned your brainwaves, and if you wake up, they're gonna find us. And they can't get the keys to your wallet, so we gotta like stay stuck in a dream inside of a dream until like Bob Dub or Within the Vacuum like free us or something. I guess I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
It's going to be interesting. How are we going to free you?
Who, me? I'm gonna free myself. I'm gonna realize that we're and I'm gonna be I've done this before. Don't worry. All I have to do is look at my hands, and then I like vanish, and you're like, dude. Dude,
where's your body?
Yeah. Dude, where's your body? Oh my god, that's
Yeah, you get stuck in the between the angles of reality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. Dude, we gotta introduce our empty room some way. So like, cause we're gonna start adding stuff to it soon. So,
Okay.
And then we'll have to introduce that because I mean eventually we're gonna run out of content from hubs to make our series. So.
That's what I was thinking too. It's like the Who is Lumina is like the in between season. Until we get our new room, because like there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with like the actually I got it today from WebSims. I gotta edit it though. But there's like these weird chats that we could have where it's just like probably like me and Mine's Gaming, like we're at the council and then we're talking to our AI, like asking it all these questions. But it gave me like a lot of weird stuff today. About like different rituals that they're probably doing. So we're using our AI to like spy on the cult.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah. But I think that's like the thing is like, so like everything is like the 420 party, right?
Yeah.
But like we forget it. But like every time it's like a different reason why we forget the 420 party. Like
yeah.
The last time was like, oh, we took shrooms, that's why we can't remember what happened in the 420 party. But this one is like I get abducted by the AI cult, and we do a ritual, and I can't remember what happened.
yeah, and then Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing is like every time we forget what we're doing,
Yeah.
we gotta overdo it. But like, yeah, I think it's good to have different like refer back to things that didn't happen and things that did happen is something that's fun.
Yeah, that's interesting. So it opens the door for stories that actually never happened but happens in a in a in an alternate dimension or something like that.
Yeah. So like we could refer back to something that actually we haven't like covered in any series, and then it's 100% true, and then people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then like 5 series later, like we experienced that episode, and it's like, what just happened?
It's
Totally fun.
exactly like it's like almost verbatim like the like an old episode, but it's like takes place in like 17th century or something like that.
Yeah, yes. That'd be great, dude.
And then like the visuals for that would just be like the 2D artwork. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like we're trying to remember. Like it's like a dream episode, but it's like it'll just be
Oh,
visual.
we could use that the 2D environment. Remember that old 2D environment that you had little avatars and we moved
Yeah,
around
you
and
walk
like had
around
little
and then you
group
can make
chat.
a room,
Like,
dude.
yeah. We could use
That
that
oh
for
my
that
god! You know, we
episode.
could design a whole episode where we smoke salvia and we end up in the 2D world. And
Yes.
because that's how it is. It's almost exactly like that. One time I took salvia and I felt like I was a gingerbread man, but like in a
Yeah.
cartoon. And I was on this conveyor belt and I was trying to free myself from the conveyor belt, but I was like sticking to like the fabric of reality because it was like 2D. I was like, I gotta get out of this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we got to do that. We definitely have to do that one.
So like
That'd
we
be
could
fun.
be in the 2D environment and be like, hey, there's something different. What's going on?
Yeah, like we don't even understand. Oh, we could put a reference to the 2D environment in one of the next episodes for when we do it. We got to do
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I have a bunch of videos of my friends doing salvia.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's funny.
It's so funny.
Oh my god.
Let me look for that.
I've always had like
YouTube.
Keep that later.
uncomfortable feeling every time I take it in. Like I've never had like a great like good trip. It's always been like too weird. And that's
I
kind of
haven't.
because I like weird stuff.
I haven't. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't for a while. There
Oh man, I think we overloaded the server.
What was that within the vacuum?
No, that for a while they were selling salvia divinorum at the mall here.
Oh, uh-huh.
So everyone was buying it
Yeah.
and doing it. Yeah, but I haven't. I
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. If
Sometime
you've
in the
done
future.
acid, it's not worth it. It's too weird.
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
opinion, it's like I'll just do a real psychedelic.
It always makes me like feel like I'm itchy. That's the only problem.
Well, no, yeah, because it has like this weird tingling. Like it feels like you have like spikes on like all.
Yeah.
over your skin.
I don't know. I don't like that shit.
Oh yeah, it's so annoying, and like you can't like turn it off, and you're just like, oh, stop. Dude, one time I took it, and like it's so funny because my friend taped me, right? And I lose like they film me, and I lose consciousness. But what I remember is that like I'm there, and I take it, and then all of a sudden like I get like teleported to like in front of the store that we bought the salvia at, and I'm like walking up and down the sidewalk, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I go, oh, that's the head shop that we got the salvia at. And I walk over to the head shop, And then I get in there, and then they're like looking at me like, "Why are you here?" And I look at them and like, "Oh my god, am I really here?" And then I'm just like, "I can't handle this," and I walk outside the store, and then I'm just like, "I thought I was in my friend's fucking RV. Like, how did I get here? How did I get here?" And then all of a sudden it started to wear off, right? And then it's like the street that I was walking up and down was like superimposed on the me sitting in the seat where I took the bong rip at, and it's like, and I'm just like, what's going on? And then I come back and they're like, fuck, Dan, you passed out. And I was like, no, I teleported. It was weird. and then I like started smoking weed, and then I was like, dude, I need to like chill from like, don't ask me questions. I'm gonna go outside, and like I go outside and I'm just like chilling, and then I still feel like off. And I swear to God, it felt like somebody was like watching me, like if I was in like some galactic reality show. Like if you remember like old school X-Men, there's like the episodes where Mojo and like Mojo like puts the X-Men in like these like different like challenges or whatever. I felt like Mojo was like watching me. I'm like, fuck, stop watching me. I was bugging out, and then I'm just like, I came back and I was like, man, I don't want to do Salvia ever again.
Oh man,
good experience.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sounds
not the
crazy.
best.
I remember my friends were like doing salvia every weekend, and one of my friends called me one night and told me, "Man, let's go grab a beer."
Okay.
So okay, yeah, let's go. And then the guy went like, "Man, do you remember the salvia trip?" Yeah, yeah. So I've been in this other place, and these guys were my friends,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't want me to come back.
Oh.
And now I really don't know which reality is the one.
That's
So
was a little
that the guy
bipolar.
was so serious, he was
Yeah.
battling with that in his mind because he know which one was the real one. He was a cowboy.
Mm,
That
that's
in the
interesting.
other, yeah. I think it's not a joke.
Oh no,
Salvia,
it's powerful and it's
serious.
too weird.
Yeah.
It gets you in a weird like frequency of consciousness, like that 2D space. That's like
Yeah,
Big
uncomfortable.
yeah.
eye in a triangle looking at.
What's up, dude? Hey. Otto.
Oh, I can't hear him.
I can hear you.
He's
Also,
unmuted. He's unmuted.
yeah, he speaks. I can see
Yeah, the
the
little.
line,
Yeah, I
but
can see the line too, but I don't.
maybe you should go and
In and
go
out.
back. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear
Yes.
you, Roger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what
I think
about
I heard
Satan?
Otto.
Do you want to talk about, Roger?
Hail
What do you want to
Satan!
know about Satan, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a good conversation. A lot of people aren't really aware of what's really involved with all that shit. You got to remember, I do all that shit when it comes to paranormal stuff. So they like
You heard
freaking,
the good word.
yeah, Satan. Nobody really understands the history behind it and everything that's involved with it. They just
Well,
think
mhm.
they just read the
I,
Bible and they believe everything that the Bible says, and that's just it. End all to everything.
yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
there's a lot more
Well, yeah.
shit
I
involved.
was.
Go ahead.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I really value the the part where the analysis about the animal part, right?
Mm,
Like
Hmm.
and the desires and all of that. It's
yeah.
really coherent, and I think Anton LaVey did a really amazing work on that area. But in other parts, I find out like the hatred and all these, hatefulness about all kinds of things, and they were like totally in favor to go on that, and and it freaks me out because yeah, that
But
suddenly I was
okay, so now we get down to the real nitty gritty. It scares you when you think about it.
Well, I remember I read this poem from somebody in there, and it was about how this person hates kids
Yeah.
that were she was describing all the how much she hated those kids and everything. I was like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
man. I think
Yeah.
it's honest. I think it was honest, but it's like, okay, we need to maybe need a little help with that, right?
Not just a little help,
It
period.
was crazy.
Like freaking
Yeah, it was crazy.
psychological help,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the church encourages that,
Yeah.
and to explore that side. And I was doing it for a while, so for a while, I was just exploring and try all kinds of crazy things. And
Mhm.
yeah, I said, okay, hate it. Okay, let's explore hate, and it gives you some sickness very quickly.
I had somebody once tell me that if you want to know about true hate, like wait until nobody's around and go up to like a 5 month year old or 5 month year old baby, however, 5 month old baby, and just smack it in the face. See how you feel.
Mm, mhm. Yeah, it's not healthy.
You know what I mean?
It's not very healthy.
Like,
It's not healthy. It's not healthy for your health, for sure. Those parents see that, then that hate will come out real quick.
just
Otto, we cannot listen to you yet.
Listen to
Yeah, I cannot hear you. Cannot
do
hear you.
not trust your.
Why for? What is this?
Yeah,
form
I don't know.
ipsum.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what did you think about my AI video that I posted for you after that with the Satan thing?
Which one?
The one that said Satan, my master, or something like that. It was in chat.
Ah, the music.
Yeah. What did you think about
It was a
that?
great. It was a great song. I didn't pay really much attention to the lyrics, but I will do it. But,
It's it's freaking weird,
but it was,
man.
This
well,
is great, man.
it's just the name.
That's
Well, it's weird that AI is doing that shit because it sounds just like the 1950s, 1960s, and shit. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, wow, dude, that's just fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But it's part of what of a human history. I think, right? It's part of what we are. The character and that. Hmm. So yeah, it's interesting.
I know it's not really the most common thing that people want to discuss, but I think it would probably be a really interesting freaking interview. Just me personally, I think it would be. Not too many people have the balls to do something like that either. So death clock. Look at this shit. Otto can't be in the freaking audio, so Bob Dub gets in there and does chat with him and stuff. She's so nice.
Ah! It's a
Oh,
whiteboard.
we can all do a freaking chat with him, can't we?
Oh yeah, we can all talk in there.
Fix yo shit. Fix your shit.
Why is there a Church of Satan member here?
You know, up on top of there, you know that those are like neon lights, right?
Who's gonna be around next week to record?
Mine. Mike.
What? Can you hear me?
What
Yeah.
day?
Next week.
No, I had to share the
same day.
Tokyo World thing because it's the funny thing is Rachel Ray lives in here. Nobody likes.
Your bills everywhere.
I heard Rachel Ray. No, like she was a
Rachel Ray?
Rachel Ray. I heard about Rachel Ray once.
40 day meal, $44 day meals. It was like the shows, right?
She started out in
Rachel
a
Ray.
place near here called Lake George, New York, and she started her own little food business. And she had a local business, and they featured her on Good Morning America or something. And she took off, and now she's got like cat food lines and merchandising, and she's a millionaire. And I know other people in food service industry, people that like, and they always said she was not a nice person, but that could just be jealousy. I don't know. I never met her myself, so I shouldn't say one way or the other. But I do report what her peers have told me because I do know several people that work in food and stuff, including people that own catering businesses.
So is she a Satanist?
No, I don't think he is. But this was from the Metalocalypse episode where Toki was looking for spiritual guidance in his life.
Yeah, okay. Now you're talking my language. I love that shit.
Oh yeah, you ever watch that Metalocalypse?
Yeah, I love it.
Hilarious, especially if you've ever been in a heavy metal band. It's especially hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Oh hell yeah! I used to freaking watch this shit on Adult Swim all the time, dude. And then what is that one with the prison where freaking
yeah, they had the cartoon character that looked like John Aston there.
Yeah. And then freaking
the artificial intelligence jailer.
Mhm.
Face.
Freaking which one was
the AI?
Which one? Since you know about that stuff, which one had freaking the freaking dude that was supposed to be Van Halen, but he was high on coke?
Can't remember the
Do you remember that?
Van Halen. I just received a friend just sent me a Van Halen video. I'm the one. I'll share it here. He just sent it to me. There you go.
Well, it technically wasn't like freaking Van Halen, but it was on Adult Swim. It was
I don't remember that. You know, I only watched those shows when I used to work overnight. So I was a night auditor at a hotel. So I was starting around 2 a.m. I just didn't watch the culture.
He was a clown. I remember that much.
So, like an interesting show.
Freaking, this was like way back when Tim and Eric was still on there too. You remember?
I thought the sickest one I ever saw was Frisky. That was pretty sick.
He's back.
Who's back?
What's in the vacuum?
Yeah.
He got afraid when I started talking about doing an interview with him about Satan. Like,
oh
didn't mean to scare the guy. I mean,
man.
he's like, "You want to hear about Satan?" I was like, "Why not? Tell me all about Satan."
Oh yeah, man. Satan's he's an
Hmm.
an entity
I
and
don't remember.
many books. Yeah.
Well, he's a new
I think he was like
phenomenon.
Hunger Force.
You know,
I
he's
don't
like
know how new he is. He's
he's a
pretty old.
no, he's not. Not really. He's a new phenomenon compared to the deities because a lot of the newer ones
Yeah, I went
race
through a
back.
long period where I had no television
I mean, it
at all.
depends on
I said
your view of
I
who
slept well
Satan
today, but
is.
when I was working nights, that I did indulge in the
They had Hades
drug of
before
television.
Satan.
Adult Swim was about all I could stand.
But
I
see,
was usually really stoned by then, so it was like just very relaxed. Like we're in a hotel really to speak of.
mhm.
So
Well, like Satan and Hades are like day and night, dude. Like Hades' sole purpose wasn't to freaking corrupt people and make them freaking, I mean, like he was the god of the underworld.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should do an
You
interview
know
with
who was before Hades?
You know, like, then like the closest I could come to is what was the name of that one that was the opposite of for Zoroastrian there was Ahura Mazda and then there was his opposite.
Or Kronos, right? It's
Well,
Kronos.
he was the father of freaking of Zeus, wasn't he? No, of
No.
he was the father of Zeus's father. He was Zeus's grandfather.
Yeah, yeah,
well, looked at from a theological standpoint.
yeah. I mean, those stories go back
Every religion
forever,
develops
man.
what they call an anti-god.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
Norse religion had the anti-gods were
Yeah.
Jotun,
Actually,
usually
you know who
translated
Satan.
as giant.
hmm I just
That's so,
And
realized.
that's
that's
so
not really a good
insane. And dude, words in my
translation.
wallet.
It
We
means
have to
great,
make religion. We
powerful beings,
all
and in fact,
together get to make this religion.
many
You know who Satan actually
very
does uh, make a close resemblance on?
but
You won't guess who either.
in the same.
According to the Greeks, he's the one who gave us fire.
Satan?
No, this
Oh,
guy is the closest comparison to Satan.
oh.
You know,
Like
you know which god.
Hades, the original.
Do you know which god gave us fire?
The original Greek concept of the planet Hades.
No. Well, see, a lot of people say that, but
Shadow
Hades,
I
Hades
can't hear
wasn't
you.
like an angel that was
I
cast down out of heaven.
think it's related to.
No, I mean he
I
was
see the
a
signal
main
blinking, but I
character.
can't
He was always
hear you.
there. He was one of the gods, and then the gods fought, and then he lost. Right? That's why he got sent to the underworld.
Ahriman. Ahriman. Ormaz is an Ahriman.
I can't
Zeus.
hear. Zeus is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I can't hear all that.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to. I can't really hear you, Otto. Satori, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear Otto either. He goes in and out. Like he's
But
like,
every religion has.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's how in the Bible itself.
Yeah, I don't think he's noticing. We can't hear you that well, Otto. I don't know if he can hear us. So you want to get together next week?
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get
That's
ready.
kind of a Romulan and those guys.
I might refresh and see if he can hear me here.
Yeah, let's try refreshing and see what happens. What's up?
Oh, Otto's not here.
I know.
Okay.
He got kicked out or something.
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's,
okay.
Hey.
hey, wait. Does it work?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you now.
Oh, groovy.
Barely. I think we overloaded the server. Like, there's so many people
It can only
talking at
handle
once.
like 4, huh?
Yeah, four.
Really?
I guess 4 or 5. When it hit 6, everything started slowing down. It was just yeah. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, let's get together next week's story and figure that out.
Okay.
What's up with them?
Yeah.
Hey.
We'll get.
So for the,
Did you want to write up like because I want to like in our next thing I want to introduce Luna and like the apartment in some way, the new like room, so because we're gonna have to use that for content soon. So
Sure. Do you think we can make some kind of test before maybe
what kind of tests?
or something? Yeah, I don't know. Like try it out first. I mean, before to record an episode before
I
we
mean,
record next.
yeah, we can go test it out next week. Like I've been in the room. Me and Bob and us were talking in the room earlier.